This thing was originally built in the 1940s. Today, Landry's Corporation has 16 of these. Since we have a holiday weekend, those ships are going to start to stack out there. Probably won't be there. Got to do the right thing here.
There's a long wait, actually.
Now, today the temperature of the water at the beach is at 82 degrees. If you decide to go for a swim, we have lifeguards on duty. Today, the lifeguards, they've been flying a yellow flag, and that means caution. If you don't know how to swim, you really shouldn't go past waist deep water. Sadly, we have drownings that occur, and the motion is stay away. Please respect the water. You don't enter along the rocks. Finding a parking spot can be, unfortunately, the seaweed they're going to allow it to pile up here on the beaches. This is a form of algae. It comes all the way from the Atlantic Ocean. Take some home with you. Go right ahead. Load up the truck. We have plenty of it coming in right now. Galveston, there's a long tradition of fires towards the end of the tour. But as we head west, we're going to pass by a large hotel called the South Wing. And that's from Galveston, and that's the Galveston. The Grand Galveston was built in 1911. It had a grand cost of $1 million. Unfortunately, don't pass by it, but it's very close to, Kentucky. At 21st and Seawall.
I'll never forget that.
Galveston for over 100 years. Things are running about every 30 minutes in the city. September 8th, 1900. That's the day that a Category 4 hurricane destroyed 3/4 of the city and took with it over 8,000 lives. As we continue, just ahead, we're going to pass through the Great Storm. That'll be coming up on the left. Palm trees, flowers, cabanas. But if you look right there, just past the little waterfall, there you can find an old gun battery staring at the sea. Today they have a swimming pool on top of it, but originally it was 12-inch artillery that was once kept there.
Artillery?
The gun that they had here to shoot around that was 12 inches in diameter could easily hit those anchored ships pointed out earlier. If you look alongside of the hotel, those are the old Army barracks. And those buildings back there, they're all boarded up. Those things, all that you see here to the right, it's under Landry's Corporation. Now, the founder of Landry's, he's from Galveston. He still is like the Golden Nugget. And recently appointed ambassador of the country of Italy. But he also owns all of this. Now, in a moment, we're going to pass by the Rainforest Cafe. If you haven't had a chance to go to the restaurant yet, I got to tell you, it's a jungle in there. They have like a riverboat ride and fire. Shoots out top of waterfall in the evening and into the night.
Đi ra đây ở đây nè.
party a tour, we just turned on the propeller. As you walked on board, you stepped over a 24-inch, 85-pound propeller, and that's essentially what's moving us through the water. That's just see the water, we have it to ourselves right now. Most of the time, we're out here with people that are fishing, boating, swimming. It's a recreational body of water. Now, the opening is up there. We're going to continue to go further out, go take a look at the big water, and we'll bring you right back to the ramp. In Galveston in general, we have a lot of fishing boats here that provide this service. I don't know if it's by you, this is the only one we're going to pass by on the water. Just above the fishing boats, you're going to notice there's somebody having some kind of a ceremony. It looks like maybe somebody's getting married. We'll go take a look. Right up here past the sailboat. I'm going to go take a look at it. When you get on the ferry boat, get out of the vehicle, go to the front, look down. There it's not uncommon to see them swimming along. Coming up over here on the starboard side. Now, directly ahead of us, as I mentioned, is the opening to the Galveston Bay. If we were to continue to go this way, we could eventually make it all the way over. It would take us 2 days to get out there, though. Sorry, I can't go that far. We'll have to head back here in a moment.
Right there, like right there. The dolphin.
Now, over here on the port side, we do have Moody Gardens. That's one of the largest attractions that we have on this side of the island. Each one of those pyramids is a different thing. Of the three, the one in the middle, that's the rainforest. The small one, that's the Discovery. And the blue one, that's the aquarium. The other side of Moody Gardens, you'll make a turn here, and then we're going to move. He's right here in front of us. So as I mentioned, these are curious mammals. Sometimes they come alongside the audience. They want to hear my tour. At least that's what I tell myself. But as we mentioned, length, 8 feet wide. Recently, Juneteenth designated as a federal holiday. If you like to the Juneteenth Museum, it's in the carriage house next door. Now this next street is a favorite for visitors of everything here on this street. Coming up on the right though is an old candy factory. I always point to is King's Confectionery. If we're running low on sugar, now you notice the gas lights down here. The first gas lights in the state of Texas were lit on this street in 1857. Galveston was the first out of the state.
Here she comes.
Commemorating the heroes of Texas.